Hi everyone. Hello. Hi Thaddeus. Hi Cherise. Hello. Welcome to today's live. Hi Sophia. Hi everyone. Hi Sherry. We will begin in about 3 minutes time, all right? Hello. Hi everyone. Hi Bilal, of course I remember you. We will begin in about 2 minutes time, okay? Okay, hi everyone, welcome. My name is Coach Shahira from MasterMaths. Today we are going through ratio revision as requested by one of you last week. We are going to go through ratio revision as requested by one of you last week. To get your hands on the worksheet, you can head over to our Telegram channel. The link is at the top here. MasterMaths PSLE on Telegram. And if you would like to receive more free resources, please also join us on our Telegram channel at MasterMaths PSLE, okay? Alright, for those of you who just joined, welcome. My name is Coach Shahira from MasterMaths. Once again, we are going to start in about 2 minutes time. Today we will be doing ratio revision. Before we begin, I would like to very quickly share with you on the upcoming crash course that we will have during the March holidays. Alright, so for those of you who are new, welcome. We will start off by sharing our PSLE Maths crash course that we will have during the March holidays. The PSLE Maths crash course is from the 11th to the 13th of March. I hope you're able to see it. On Monday through to Wednesday from 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. We will also have a PSLE Science crash course on the 13th of March at 6 p.m. till 9 p.m. And on the 14th and 15th of March, 2:30 to 5:20 p.m. Alright, we have very, very limited slots, as I've mentioned last week as well. The slots are only open to 70 students. So if you would like to get some benefits from the crash course, please quickly register at mastermaths.com.sg PSLE Maths Crash Course. Alright, so please remember to type this in and quickly register. For our MasterMaths students, you already have received your coupon code. If you don't know, you can get your parents to check their WhatsApp. Otherwise, for our online friends who are not MasterMaths students, you guys are also welcome. Please feel free to join us at mastermaths.com.sg/PSLE Maths Crash Course. Alright, there are only 70 slots available and they are filling up very, very fast. So please remember to quickly join and register if you have yet to do so, okay? Alright, so let's begin our lesson with the very first question. I hope you guys are all able to see the question here. Give me a second while I fix this. Okay, I hope you're able to see the question. Question number 1. The figure below is made up of 4 identical squares. Find the ratio of the area of the shaded part to the area of the unshaded part. What do you think is the answer for this question? What do you guys think? For those of you who are wondering, I am using a Notability app. Alright, what is the answer to this question? Alright, so let's quickly go through. The answer to this question is actually number 2. For those of you who got number 2, fantastic job. The answer to this question is number 2. Let me show you why. Okay, it's number 2. Why is it number 2? Let me show you why. Now, what we are going to do here is called spatial visualization. It's called spatial visualization. Basically, we are going to visualize how much of the figure is shaded. And to do that, we can use the idea of cut and paste, okay? One of the methods to better visualize the figure is to use the method of cut and paste, all right? So what I'm going to do is, I will cut this part of the shaded triangle and paste it below. Similarly, I will cut this part and paste it below, okay? So what I'm going to get is, I will very quickly show you, is these shaded parts right here. Alright, what I will get is these shaded parts right here. Everybody able to visualize? Okay, we will get this shaded part. Therefore, if I were to again shift things around, this is what I will get. Hence, shaded to unshaded is 1:3. Okay, shaded to unshaded is 1:3. Alright. Okay. Okay? Alright. All good. Do we need more explanation? Do we need more explanation? If not, the answer is 1:3. All good. Great. I'm going to explain this one more time. Again, the technique that I'm using here is called cut and paste. Okay? To better visualize how much of the figure is shaded, I am using the technique of cut and paste. Okay? I will first cut this part of the triangle and paste it below to form half of a square that is shaded. Okay? And then I will cut another part of this triangle on the right side and paste it below to give me another half of the square that's shaded. Alright, and then all I'm doing is shifting the blue one over to form one full square that is shaded. Okay? All clear? Alright. Okay, all good. Alright, hence the answer is 1:3. 1 square shaded, 3 squares unshaded. Alright? Okay. Alright, if you have no questions, no issues, if you have no questions, let's move on to the second question for today. After 5 seconds of helping me, spam the like button, please. Thank you very, very much. Please help me spam the like button. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope all of you are doing good. Okay, once again, those of you who just joined, welcome. My name is Coach Shahira from MasterMaths. Today we are going through ratio revision. We will talk about, or we have just talked about, spatial visualization, shaded figure versus unshaded part of the figure. Okay, we will also talk about number times value today. All right? Okay, and all of the questions that are to come from questions 2 onwards will involve some form of manipulation of ratio. All right? So that is what we will be doing today. For those of you who are in P5, ratio is basically a way to show the relationship between 2 or more items. Just like in fraction, okay, for those of you who are in P5, let me give you a quick introduction about what ratio is. You will learn it sometime this year, possibly at the end of term 1 or at the start of term 2, okay? So once again, ratio is basically a way to represent 2 or more variables as a relationship of each other, okay? So basically for a fraction, we have something over something, right? They are related, that's why we can form a fraction between them, okay? But for a ratio, it is slightly more preferred because we can not only show the relationship between 2 items, we can also introduce a third item. So we can have a ratio that looks like this. We can also introduce a 4th item. So basically, we can compare between more than 2 items at the same time. That's why ratio has a slight advantage over fractions. Okay? All right. Okay, if you are clear, thank you for all the likes. Let's move on to question number 2. Once again, for those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Coach Shahira, and we are going through ratio revision for today's live class. We go live every Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. So the next time you will see me is next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Okay? Great. If you would like to get your hands on our worksheet, they can be found on our Telegram channel at MasterMaths PSLE. Alright, so you can just head over to the link here, or on Telegram you can just search MasterMaths PSLE. Alright? Okay. Please also help me share this live with all of your friends and family and classmates and teachers and cousins and second cousins and third cousins and all the people that you know, so that we can all learn together. Okay? All right. Okay, great. Let's go on to question number 2. Now for question number 2, excuse me. For question number 2, this appeared in the 2020 PSLE paper 1. Question 15. Okay? This appeared in the 2020 PSLE paper 1, question 15. Let's take a look at this question. The pupils at the camp are divided into group A and group B. So we have 2 groups here. The ratio of the number of boys to the number of girls in group A is 5:4. And it is 5:1 in group B. There are 3 times as many pupils in group B as in group A. Which of the following could be the total number of boys in both groups? So how would you solve this question? What do you think? Okay, I will give you about 2 minutes to try this question now. Let me know if you're not able to see the question clearly. I will shift things around to help you out. In the meantime, while you are solving, please also help us spam the like button if possible. Thank you very, very much. Okay, how are we coping so far? Some of you already have an answer. I see. What do you think is the correct answer? All right. Any ideas? Oh, I see a lot of number 2. I see so many number 2. Is it really number 2? How many of you have not gotten number 2? Now, if you are solving and you realize that your answer is not number 2, but a lot of the people in the chat are saying number 2, please don't doubt yourself, okay? Maybe you are correct, they are wrong. Maybe. But at the same time, do check your answer, okay? Do check your answers. Unfortunately, I still haven't seen a correct answer yet. So what is the correct answer? Alright, one last minute. Ready, ready, ready. Okay, still, unfortunately, I haven't seen the correct answer. Fantastic. I see 2 correct answers now. Fantastic. So let me just quickly show you the correct answer and kill your suspense. The correct answer is number 4. The correct answer is number 4. So how do we get number 4? Okay. You remember doing this question? Fantastic. Okay, let me show you how to get number 4. Okay, ready? Okay, maybe I give you another one more minute to try and work your way to get to number 4. Before I just show you the answer, maybe you try and get your way to get to number 4. What do you think? Do you know how to get number 4 now? No, it's not 30, but good try. Now that you know it's number 4, try to get to the answer. How are we going to do that? Alright. Okay. Shall I go through now? Alright. What is that? This is ratio. We are going to learn how to manipulate ratio, okay? Ready, everybody? Alright. So let's go through. This question says that basically we are given 3 sets of ratio. Okay, we are given 3 sets of ratio. If you only see 2 sets, you can actually form a 3rd set of ratio. Okay, so let me show you the first 2 sets of ratio first. Okay, let me show you the first 2 sets of ratio. First of all, whenever you see such ratio questions, in fact, even fractions question, percentage question, what I would like all of you to remember and to take on this tip is to actually just quickly organize your information. Okay, so the very first step is to organize all of your information so that you are clear of what's given to you and what you don't have. Alright, so for the very first set of ratio, this is for the boys versus girls in group A. So I'm going to write down boys to girls in group A is, hang on a minute, okay, boys to girls in group A is 5:4, and then we have boys to girls in group B, and this time around it's 5:1. Okay? These are the first 2 sets of ratio. Got it? Now can see? Give me a second, okay? Now can see? Alright, so, can I? Perfect. Alright, so boys to girls in group A 5:4, boys to girls in group B is 5:1. Okay? Can see, Very good. Okay, great. Then from here, I'm going to shift a little bit, Okay. Then from here, we are told that there are 3 times as many pupils in group B as in group A. So, the first way that you can form this 3rd ratio is to write down B to A is 3:1. Okay? This is the first way that you can solve it. Write down the ratio for the people in group B versus the people in group A, and that will be 3:1. Okay? Can so far? Now, you can also not use this. The other method, sort of like a shortcut, is to just find the totals for group A and group B, and then make sure that your totals in group B is triple of the totals in group A. Okay? Everybody clear? Alright, so the total for the students or the pupils in group A. If you can't see, I'm just going to write it at the top, okay? I'm just going to move it at the top and at the bottom. So, the total for the people in group A is 9, and the total for those in group B is 6. Agree? Okay? Is this better? Alright. So, now what do we do? Now that we know that the total in group A is 9, the total in group B is 6, what we need to do is to make sure that the total in group B is triple that of in group A. So, let me write for you a shortcut, okay? If they say things like 3 times, 2 times, 4 times, 5 times, all you gotta do is step 1. I'm going to write it at the side here, yeah? Step 1. We are going to make the totals the same first. And then in step 2, we will then multiply the total in B by 3. Okay? This is a shortcut. We will first make the totals in A the same first, and then we multiply the totals in B by 3. Why we must put the total? Because the question say there are 3 times as many pupils. Not just boys, not just girls, but all of them. Okay? Not just boys, not just girls, but all of them. So we look for the total. Got it? So I'm going to look for the total, which I've already done. 9 in A, 6 in B. Then I make them the same. Step 1, I make them the same. And that will be 18. Okay, I times 2 here and I times 3 at the bottom. I will have for A, 10 is to 8 is to 18. And for B, 15 is to 3 is to 18. Okay, everybody? Can understand? Alright. So far can follow? Okay, I will answer all of your questions in a second, yeah? Then from here, since they have the total, the same total already, all I gotta do is multiply this by 3. We multiply this by 3 so that we can have 3 times as many in group B. So when we multiply this by 3, we will get 54 here and 45 is to 9. Okay? Can understand? Alright. Okay, then from here, all we gotta do is look for the total boys. The total boys would be 10 plus 45 to give us 55. Can understand, everybody? Okay. Alright, so let me explain to you a few things here. First question, is ratio for foundation? The answer is no. Ratio is not in the foundation syllabus. So if you are in foundation, you can just listen in because ratio is very closely related to fractions. Okay, so ratio is not in the foundation syllabus, but it's very closely related to fractions. Okay, so they may ask you the same thing, but in a fraction form. Okay, question number 2 that I've gotten here. Why group A multiply by 2? Because we want to make the totals for A and B the same first. It's like a little shortcut. If I got 1 is 9, 1 is 6, I need to slowly look for the multiples of 9 and multiples of 6. Slowly look until I have a multiple of 6 that is triple that of the multiple of 9. So if you were to list down all the multiples of 9 and all the multiples of 6 and find a number such that you get 3 times here, it's going to take a very long time. So the shortcut is for you to first make them the same first, which is lowest common multiple, which is 18. Then you triple the number in B. Okay? So that you can have 3 times of that in A. I hope that answers your question. Okay? Any other question? Why only group B times 3? Because group B wants to have 3 times. So if you make them the same, they are equal. We cannot have equal. Group B must have 3 times, so I times 3. Okay? Any other questions? Okay, any other questions from anybody else? Alright, so once again, we make the totals the same first, so that later on, when I want 3 times, I just times 3. When I want 2 times, I just times 2. When I want 5 times, I just times 5. Okay? Otherwise, if you were to not make the totals the same, you would have to go and find the 9 times table and the 6 times table. For those in A, the totals in A and the totals in B, you have to slowly look for a number such that you get this one is triple of that one. Okay? The bottom one, 6, 12, 18, 24, slowly find until you get triple of the total in A, which is going to take a very long time. It's a bit like guess and check, so you don't want to do that. Okay? Understand? Can follow? So the shortcut is, first, step 1, we make the totals the same first. Then step 2, we just multiply by 3 in B. Okay? Any other questions? If you have understood my explanation and you think that it is clear, can you help me spam the like button, please? Thank you very, very much. I'm going to leave the solution here for you guys, yeah? All right. Okay. Means 55 is the answer, yes. Okay, while we are at it, okay, guys, I am going to extend this question a little bit. If let's say, I'm going to put it at the side here. If no 55, okay, if no 55, let's say I choose the answer as maybe 110, can? Do you think 110 is okay? You think can or not? 110. What do you think? Is 110 also a possible value? The answer is, yeah, I see some thumbs up. You are right. The answer is also okay if it's 110. Basically, any possibilities, if the number is a multiple of 55, then it's fine. Okay? So the answer here is 55 or any multiples of 55. Because we are looking at 55 units. So if 55 units is 55, can. If 55 units is 110, can. If 55 units is 110 plus another 55, also can. Basically, any multiples of 55. Okay? Understand? Alright. Any other questions? If not, fantastic job. Do we all understand so far? If you are not so sure, you can always head on to our YouTube channel at MasterMathsTV to rewatch for the explanation again. Okay? Alright. Okay, before we go on to question number 3, I would like to very, very quickly run through with you this crash course that we are going to have. I hope you're all able to see the screen. We will be having a PSLE Maths crash course during the March holidays. The math crash course is from the 11th to the 13th of March from 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. So if you would like to learn with us, the math crash course will be conducted by myself, Coach Shahira, myself, and Coach Irfan, our founder. So if you would like to learn with us, please feel free to register. The link is on the screen. Unfortunately, I have tried a couple of times to pin the link in the chat for TikTok, but it's not allowing me to. I'm not so sure why. But for our Instagram friends and listeners, I hope you're able to see the pinned chat. Okay, the cost is at $297 for PSLE Maths as well as for Science. But if you take both, then you will have a little bit of discount. It's $547 for both. If you are our students, please go and check your WhatsApp or your mommy's WhatsApp or daddy's WhatsApp to check for the coupon code, okay? You will have a discount coupon. there will be a discount coupon for you guys. Alright, so please remember, it may look like it's a lot of money. Some of you are saying that it's very expensive, but we are having it for 9 whole hours. So it's pretty okay for 9 hours of crash course in the market. So I hope that you are able to convince your daddy and mommy to let you join. We only have 70 slots, not a lot. So please quickly go and sign up, okay guys? Alright. Okay. Alright, if you are good, we will move on to question number 3. Here you go. Question number 3. I am going to zoom into the question for you to be able to see it. Okay. So, question number 3. It came out in the 2016 PSLE paper 2. A caterer prepares chicken wings for some people attending a barbecue. The ratio of the number of adults to the number of children attending is 2:3. Among the children, the ratio of the number of girls to that of boys is 4:1. Then later on, we know that the total chicken wings prepared is 210, and each adult gets 4 while each child gets 2. So in part A, what fraction of the people attending are boys? How should we solve this question? What fraction of the people attending are boys? Alright. For those of you who just joined, welcome. My name is Coach Shahira from MasterMaths. We are running through ratio revision and we are currently at question number 3. If you would like to get your hands on our worksheet and other free resources, please feel free to join our Telegram channel. The link is on the screen at MasterMaths PSLE. If you would like to listen to other past live classes that we have done, you can head on to our YouTube channel at MasterMathsTV. Okay? Alright, so I have only one correct answer that I have seen. What about the rest of you? How are we going to solve this question? We want to find the fraction of the people that are attending are boys. So do you think the total is necessary here? Hello. For those of you who just joined, welcome. Okay, great. A lot of you have gotten the correct answer. So I'm going to jump straight into it, okay? How many of you need SOS? Anybody need SOS? No? Yes, very good. I see somebody mentioning the correct concept. Part-whole relationship. Well done. Fantastic. So many of you got the correct answer. For those of you who need SOS, let me just quickly run through with you the concept in this question, okay? So step 1, again, like I mentioned, we would want to first organize our information. So let's organize. What we know is adults, 2 children. Maybe I write a little bit bigger for you guys to see, okay? Adults, 2 children is given to us as 2:3. Then we are told boys, 2 girls is 4:2. Sorry, it's girls is to boys. My fault. Girls is to boys, 4:1. Okay? So now that you have this, what you need to do. So again, step 1, we would want to organize our information. Okay, can see now? Step 1, organize our information. Step 2, you are going to think about a way to connect these 2 ratios. How are they related? Okay, how are they related? So that's the helpline I can give you. Alright, how are they related? Alright, great. I see some answers. So, we have girls and boys, and they are related to adult to children ratio because children can be further split into girls and boys. So, what I'm going to introduce is another column in the girls to boys ratio which signify the total. This will be our total children. And these children will be 5. Can understand? Okay, we make the total children the same because we have children given, but these children need to be split up into girls and boys, further broken up into parts. So this concept is what we call part-whole relationship or part-whole concept. Okay, this is a part-whole concept for part A. We are given the whole children and it is broken down into its parts, boys and girls. So what we need to do is to break it down successfully by introducing a third column called children and making the children the same. Okay? Understand, everybody? So, to make children the same, all we got to do is look for the lowest common multiple. We have a 3 and a 5. Change it into 15. So I'm going to times 5 and I'm going to times 3 on each side. I will get 10 is to 15 on one side, and on the other side, 12 is to 3 is to 15. Okay? Okay? We will aim to end the live at 8:30 for those of you who are asking. It's pretty standard every Tuesdays, okay? 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Alright, so now that we have this, once again, part-whole concept because we are given children, the whole, and we are given its two parts, girls and boys. So to do that, we got to introduce the whole and make the wholes the same. Okay? Because they are both talking about children, so we make them into 15. Okay? Alright. So from here, all we got to do is look for the fraction of people attending that are boys. So essentially, what part A is asking is boys over total. This is what part A wants. Boys, just look for the boys. That is 3. Total will be adults, 10, and another 15 for children. So that's 3 over 25. So for those of you who got 3 over 25, fantastic job. Well done. 3 over 25. Okay? This should be 1 mark for part A. 1 mark for part A. Good job. Alright. How are we feeling so far? Are we feeling good? Can you help me write in the chat box how you are feeling after this part A only? How are we feeling so far? All good? Great. Cry cause happy. That's good. So slay and so confident. Yes, girl. Keep it up. Good, but also tired. We will try to end it at 8:30 if possible, okay? At 8:30, just nice. Okay, more confident for PSLE. Fantastic. Great. At least you got 3 over 25. Yeah. Okay. For those of you who are saying, haven't learned part-whole relationship, usually in schools, right, not a lot of schools will explicitly tell you, hey, this is part-whole relationship. But the method to solve is like that, okay? Usually, some schools don't explicitly tell you this concept is this question is this concept, that question is that concept. Usually, they will just look at it as a word problem. But if we remember that it's part-whole relationship or part-whole concept, then we can sort of understand that we got to make the wholes the same. Okay? Alright, so this is only part A, yeah? Let's move on to part B. Ready, everybody? Alright. Question 3, part B. I have included part A's answer here for our reference. Now, part B is on number times value. So, let me recap the question again, yeah? We already have children, 15, adults, 10, girls, 12, boys, 3. Okay? And then the question tell you, each adult gets 4 chicken wings. Each child gets 2 chicken wings. And then the total chicken wings is 210. Okay? So why is this number times value? That's because we have the number of adults and children in unit form. This is not exactly 10 people. This is 10 units for adults, 15 units for children. Okay? Alright. So then we have 10 units for adults, 15 units for children. Each adult gets 10, each children gets 2. So from the keywords each, we are told that we have the value for each type. Okay? So then we can identify this as number, because we have the number, and value of each of the numbers. Okay? So number times value. Alright? For those of you who are wondering why there's 2 question 3, that's because the previous one is 3A, right now it's 3B. It's the same question, split into 2 parts. Okay? Alright, so this is very standard in PSLE as well. To solve this question, all you need is a net table. So what's a net table? Let me show it to you. Basically, you are going to again organize your information. Okay? First, we have the adults. Then we have the children. Because each child gets 2, we don't care whether it's boy or girl, we just lump them together as children. Okay? So each child gets 2, each adult gets 3. So from here, we can have our number column. We can have our each column. And we can have our total column. So this is the net table that I'm talking about. Okay? Net table that I'm talking about. I'm just going to zoom into the highlighted parts, since that's what we want in part B. Okay? Alright, so let's continue. Now the adults, we have 10 units for adults, 15 units for children. This is from part A. Okay? 10 units for adults, 15 units for children. Got it? Okay? And then each child gets 2, each adult gets 4 chicken wings. Okay? Now to find the total, all we gotta do is multiply the number of groups times how many in each group will give us the total. Okay, so all we gotta do is multiply to find the total. 10 units times 4 is 40 units. 15 units times 2 is 30 units. This table, do you understand? Are you able to see? I am going to make this a little bit smaller. This is from part A, and I'm going to zoom this in. Do we understand the net table? All okay? I'm going to repeat this one more time. We know that in part A, adults 10 units, children 15 units. Okay? Each adult gets 4 wings, each children gets 2. So in total, all the number of wings given to adults is 40 units worth, and all the chicken wings given to children is 30 units worth. Okay? Because I got 15 units of children, each person gets 2. So 15 units times 2. Can follow? Can. Alright. Then the question is asking how many children are attending. So how many children means I am looking for number. Hence, my question mark will be here. This is what the question wants in part B. Okay? So in part B, we are looking for the number of children attending the barbecue. So far, so good. Once again, I'm not doing anything much. All I'm doing is organizing the information in blue, highlighted in blue at the top, and the information from part A, and putting it nicely in a table form. All I'm doing is organizing information. Okay? Okay? Alright. Then from here, since we already know that in total, we have 210 chicken wings, all I gotta do is relate it to the units. So 210 wings is, 70 units is the 210 chicken wings. So 1 unit will be 210 divide 70 to give us 3. And so the number of children is 45, because 15 units, that's 15 times 3 to give us 45. Give me a second, yeah? Let me shift this for you. Okay? Okay? So that is how we get 45 children who attended the barbecue. Everybody good? Can follow? So once again, this is a number times value or times each. Okay? Number times value question. All good? This is very, very common in PSLE. Where did you find 40 units? That's because if one adult gets 4, 2 people gets 8 wings, 3 people gets 12, 4 people gets 16. So what I'm doing is multiplying. So if I got 10 units of people, I multiply by 4. That's how I get 40 units of wings altogether. This total is total chicken wings. Total wings. Okay? Can follow? Alright. So once again, for those of you who just joined, welcome. My name is Coach Shahira. We have just completed the third question for today. We are moving on to the fourth question. If you would like to get your hands on our resources, they can be found on our Telegram channel at MasterMaths PSLE. And if you would like to re-watch the parts that you have missed out, you can head over to our YouTube channel at MasterMathsTV. Okay, this is on ratio revision, specifically for P6, also applicable for P5. Okay? This is 15 times 3. If you are wondering, this is 15 times 3. Is that the 3 that you're looking at? Okay. The rest, do we understand? If yes, can you kindly help me spam the like button again, please? Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. I hope you guys have all eaten your dinners, by the way. And I hope you guys are all feeling good because we will be moving to our last question for the day. Okay? Last question for the day. Why times 3? Because 1 unit is 3. So if I got 15 units, that's 15 times 3. Okay? Any other questions? Okay. I'm going to stay on here for maybe about 1 more minute while you collect all your thoughts on this question before we move on. Okay? Alright. At the same time, if you would like me to cover something that you're weak at, you can quickly type in the chat what you would like me to cover next week. Okay? What would you like me to cover next week? Alright, I'm going to move on. I am going, oops, I'm so sorry, I accidentally kicked the stand. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next question. Alright, we will do number patterns. Somebody mentioned number patterns. We will do number patterns later on, probably in the middle of the year, okay? Because number patterns is not yet tested at the first semester, or not the first semester, the first term just yet. Usually the first term in schools, we always test on fractions, ratio, percentage, decimals, this 4. Okay? Yeah, I see more percentage questions can. We will also do circles probably sometime towards the middle of the year, okay? Circles are algebra, speed, these kind of things, okay? We will do circles sometime in the later part of this year. Probably around April, May-ish, around there, circles. Angles, yes, possible. I think I will go through. Tharshani, that's you, right? You are saying that your exam is testing on circles. You can, I will prepare something for you, okay? For tomorrow. Then you can review circles on your own time. Okay? I think we will move on now. Okay, I see some percentage. I think we will go through percentage next week. Can? Are we all agreeable? Can I? Alright. Okay, let's move on to the last question. Thank you so much for staying with me all the way through to the last one. We are down to the very last question already, okay? Everybody, press on. I hope you're all doing okay. Last question for today. 2018 PSLE Paper 2, question 14. So yes, you can use calculators. Okay? For those of you who are having your exams this week and next week, all the very best to you. I hope that our live lessons have helped you thus far. Okay. Next week, we will do a combined percentage revision, decimals revision, fractions, and ratio, okay? Combined RFPD, okay? Okay. Alright, let's continue with the last question. Anne had a total of 285 red and blue bits. She used 45 red bits and 40% of the blue bits. After that, the ratio of the number of red bits to blue bits Anne had was 1:3. How many bits did Anne have in the end? How to solve this? What do you think? Somebody is asking, will we have a test anytime? If you're talking about your schools, I think schools' weighted assessments are coming already. Alright. Okay, so how to solve this question? Change the percentage to a fraction. Possible? I think that is one way that we can do it. If you mention it, I think I will do it too. Actually, I didn't think of changing it to fraction, but if you're comfortable with fraction, then that's perfectly fine. Let me change it, okay? So somebody mentioned change 40% into fraction. So 40 over 100, which is the same as 2 over 5. Okay? Alright, so 2 over 5 blue used. Any other information that we can extract from this 40%? Change the percentage to a normal number. Normal number means decimal, 0.4 also can. I think in this case, fraction is perfect. Okay? Alright. Okay, somebody mentioned use ratio. Actually, for this question, I won't even use any ratio lah. Decimals, I won't. I will not even use units and parts. I will just focus on units. Okay, maybe you can use that as a hint. I will just use units. So how are we going to use units to solve? Okay, as mentioned my question earlier, 2 out of 5 blue used. Hence, what else can we extract here? If 2 out of 5 blue used, that means left must be 3 out of 5. Agree? Left must be 3 out of 5. I zoom into the question a little bit, yeah? Okay, yes. 3 out of 5 left. Do you see the 3 already? Very easy, right? You're able to see the 3 left here. Just nice. Right? Okay. So, let me finish up this question, then I answer some of your questions, okay? Yes, I will use unitary method, indeed. Okay, so from here, all I'm going to do again, like what I love to do, organize information, okay? Organize information. So, I am going to organize my information. I am going to write down after and before. And then I have red bits and blue bits and total. Okay? Now, after is very simple. I got 1 unit, 3 units, total 4 units. This part can follow. 1 unit, 3 units, total 4 units. Okay, that's because 1 is to 3. Okay? 1 unit, 3 units, total 4 units. Okay? Right? How I get 5? Because at the side I show you 40% equals to 40 over 100 equals to 4 over 10 equals to 2 over 5. Okay? Basically just converting from fraction to, from percentage to fraction, sorry. Okay? Can I understand? Any other questions so far? All okay, huh? Alright, so then from here, I know that blue at the end is 3 units. At the start must be 5 units. Okay, so at the start must be 5 units for blue. And for red is 1 unit plus 45. The total will be 6 units plus 45. I am going to explain here. All okay? You know why? Do you all know why it's like that? 1 unit plus 45, 5 units, 6U plus 45 as the total. You all know why? One more time, huh? Red used 45, so before must have the 45. Can? 1 unit after, so before must have the 45, because I used 45 for red. Okay? I used 45 for red. So for blue, I used 2 units, then left with 3 units. Okay, I'm so sorry. Suddenly, for some reason, TikTok decided to die. Alright, everything okay? Can I? Okay, wait, for some reason, TikTok decided to die. Hence, the screen just lagged. I'm so sorry. Okay, one more time, One more time. Let me just put this at the bottom. Red used 45 at the end. Left with 1 unit. So, total must be 1U plus 45. Okay, this is for red. For blue, I'm writing it at the bottom. For those of you who don't understand, blue used 2 over 5, left with 3 over 5. So total is 5 over 5. 5 units. Can? Can everybody? Okay, can I? Now better? On TikTok now okay? Okay, great. Alright, so once again, for those of you who just joined and those of you who are still here despite the glitch, welcome. My name is Coach Shahira. We are down to our final question on our PSLE Maths Revision live series every Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Okay, we are down to our last question. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Okay, one more time. Okay, so Anne had a total of 285 red and blue beads. She used 45 red. She's left with 1 unit. Therefore, total must be 1 unit plus 45. For blue, she used 40%. At the side here, 40% is the same as 2/5. She used 2/5, left with 3/5. Okay, 1 whole minus 2/5 is 3/5. So total is 5 over 5. That's why it's 5 units. Okay? So from here, we can just use unitary method to solve already. Okay? Do we understand so far? Okay? Why plus 45 if it's the total? Because, no, this is only for red, yeah? Red, I need to add back the 45. I used already, left with 1 unit. So total is the 1 unit and the 45 that I used. Okay? So total is 1U plus 45. Can? So all in all, the blue and the red together will be 6 unit plus 45. And this is the same as 285. Okay? This is the same as 285. Hello. Yes, we do not do one-to-one lesson, but we do have regular classes. You can head over to mastermaths.com.sg to sign up, okay? Alright, so once again, in total, we have 6 units plus 45, and that will give us 285. Then from there, we just look for 6 units, and therefore 4 units. The question wants us to find how many in the end, so that's 4 units, okay? I'm going to do it very quickly at the side. This is just regular unitary method. 6U plus 45 is 285. 6U will be 285 minus 45 to give us 240. 1 unit will be 240 divided by 6 to give us 40. Then, after that, 4 units will be 40 times 4 to give us 160. Okay? So, final answer, 160. Okay? I'm so sorry that it's lagging a lot. For some reason, TikTok decided to die on us just a couple of minutes ago. Hence, we have slightly run over time. But I hope you are able to understand this question now. I am going to very quickly share with all of you once again. My name is Coach Shahira. During the March holidays, we are going to have our maths crash course. We are going to have our maths crash course during the March holidays from 11th to 13th of March. This will be conducted by myself, Coach Shahira, as well as our founder, very handsome man right here, Coach Irfan. We are also going to have a science crash course with our very handsome Coach Sher. And this will also be conducted during the March holidays, okay? Once again, we only have very, very limited slots, 70 slots only. It will be conducted via Zoom. They will be for $297 for math, $297 for science, and if you want to apply for both, then you can have a little bit of a discount at $547. Okay? So please very quickly head over to our registration page at mastermaths.com.sg/PSLE Maths Crash Course. Okay? So, if you are clear with this and you want to have your coupon code, if you are our students, please ask your parents to check their WhatsApp, okay? Alright, if not, I am going to go back to question number 5. For those of you who are not done taking it down, here you go. This is question 5. Yes, I see some of you not done taking it down. I hope you are able to understand question 5. I'm going to stay for some chit-chat with you guys. Bye, Kalish. Or hi, Kalish. Okay. So this is again question number 5. We have come to the end of the live. I'm going to stay for a little chit-chat as well as a Q&A session. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the chat, okay? If not, I will see you guys next week for another of our live sessions at 7:30 p.m. on Tuesdays. Okay? Bye, everybody. Good night. Remember to eat well and sleep well and drink a lot of water. Okay? Good night. Bye, everybody. I'm staying for maybe about 5 minutes for some chit-chat and Q&A if you have any questions. Okay? All right. Somebody is asking, do we have a live for Sec 2 and Sec 3? We do have a secondary live every Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. So you can tune in on Wednesdays at 7:30, okay? Sec 4 also same. Basically, secondary is like a whole secondary life. So sometimes we do revision for Sec 1, sometimes we target Sec 2 questions, sometimes Sec 3, sometimes Sec 4 questions. Okay? Somebody is asking, why find 4 units? The question in this case was, how many bits did n have in the end? In the end is the total after, hence 1 plus 3, okay? Because that's 1:3, okay? P6 live is right now. We have just ended. We will see each other again next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. same time. All right. Any other questions? If not, you can let me know how you feel about today's session and what you would like me to cover in the chat also can. What's the schedule for P6 live? Every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. We are live on TikTok as well as Instagram. Angles, hopefully after Ramadan we do angles, okay? Kinematics for A Maths. Okay, I'm going to take it down. Good night, Cherise. You have a good night. How to go to your tuition center at Farrer Park? Take the MRT to Farrer Park and then you can walk. It's just a straight road. I cannot remember the exit. I think you can go and Google search the exit. If I'm not wrong, actually I don't want to say the wrong thing, but one of the exits, right? You exit already, you can go straight, all the way straight down. It's our about 1 bus stop away. But the road, we don't have like a direct bus, but the distance is about 1 bus stop away. Okay, so you can walk straight down to our Fair Park Center. Okay, thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys have had a good learning time with us, and I would like to see you guys again next week, okay? Good night, everybody. Bye. Any other questions? For those of you who want to review our fractions revision, you can head over to MasterMathsTV, okay? There are some fractions revision for last year's live as well, so maybe you can listen in to help you prepare for your WA1. Yeah, J1 math is tough. I feel the same way. I took it too and I didn't do well. All the way until A-levels. Thank you for your feedback. The screen is small. I will try to make it bigger, okay? I will try my best. I will try my best to make it bigger. Is foundation math or standard math? Usually we target standard math, but some of the topics coincide with foundation math as well. But not for today, because today is ratio. Standard math has ratio. Foundation math got no ratio. Yeah. Thank you for saying my life is fun. What is the US question? What 27 tens and ones? Can you, I don't know what is the US question you're talking about. Maybe you type it in, then I help you answer. I don't know what US question. I'm sorry. Welcome, welcome everybody. Thanks, Arash. Oh, how is it now, Arash? How's your math now? Bye. Okay, if you got no more questions, I am going to end in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes, okay? Great. I hope you guys are able to improve your results with our regular live sessions. Okay. Right. This is not Sec 2 math, this is PSLE math. We have secondary live classes every Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. Yes, tomorrow for secondary live, okay? This solution can. I summarize one more time, okay? So the question says that there are a total of 285 at first. Use up 45 red and 40% blue. So if you see percentage, one way that we can deal with percentage is to convert into fraction. When we convert percentage into fraction, I zoom in here, 40% is the same as 40 over 100, which is 4 over 10, simplify, which is 2 over 5, simplify again. So that means I use up 2 over 5 blue bits. That means left must be 3 over 5, right? So then just nice, I see 3 over 5 left, which is the 3 units here. And then at the end, blue left is also 3 units. So the numbers match just nice. Okay? So that means if left is 3 units, at first must be 5 units. That's why after is 3 units, left, at first is 5 units. Okay? After for red is 1 unit, but that is because I already used the 45. So before, I must have the 45 as well. So 1 unit plus 45. Okay? Can? Sorry, I'm in the way. Okay? Then after that, you have the before and after table. And then you can just look for the total after, which is 4 units, given the total before. Total before, like I mentioned, 5 units for blue, 1 unit plus 45 for red. Total is 6 units plus 45, which is also 285 because the question says 285 at first. Okay? So then 6 units plus 45 is 285. Look for 6 units. You take away the 45 first. Then look for 1 unit. Then later on find the 4 units. Okay? Okay. We are going to have a live session tomorrow, yes, at 7:30 p.m. Same channels, okay? Instagram and TikTok. How many ones are there in 27? There's 27 ones. Yes, you are right. 4 units because 1 is to 3, total is 4. Correct. Very good. Okay, you're welcome. This is, of course, Singapore, yes. What's the formula for standard deviation? Sorry, I also forget because I never do secondary math for very long already. I'm sorry. 27 has 27 ones, not just 7 ones. The 20, if you convert into ones, is 20 ones. So in total, 27 ones. Okay, I'm going to end the lesson here, okay, everybody? I hope you guys have had a lot of fun learning with me, and I will see you guys again next week. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Remember to eat, drink, and sleep well. Bye. Bye. No, why no? I'm going to leave now. Goodbye. 3, 2, 1.